I'm Alice Bizarre. I'm 21 years old and I'm a special effects makeup artist. Well, ever since I was like little, I've always been into horror films. And when I was little, I was instead of like, when you play mummies and daddies, I'd always play like werewolves and vampires. And then I realised that you could actually do special effects and zombie makeup and body painting as a job. And I was like, oh, I need to do this. I like to play people's fears. Like I like to take people out of their comfort zone. So anything like that, I like to do. So so people almost have that experience of being something completely different. Probably about 3 years ago this summer, I started a makeup course. So I learnt for a year because beforehand I couldn't even put on foundation, or I could just do my makeup. But I wasn't very good at anything else. So I learnt for a year, which told you all the basics and stuff. And then I freelanced for a year, and I'm at uni. So altogether about 3 years, but I've been working as a makeup artist for nearly 2. Character creation and technical effects. Okay. And every time I say it, everyone's like, oh yeah, so you're doing makeup. And I'm like, it's not a makeup course. It's to sum it up short, it's like a prop course, but character's a bit more, you could do like puppetry, or costume, or helmets and things like that. You can go into lots of different kinds of things from each kind of bit. Like if you wanted to do character, you could do Wallace and Gromit sort of stuff if you wanted to and things like that. So it does vary, but it goes alongside my stuff really well. Because if I did like a makeup, but I thought, oh, this would look really good with I don't know, a metal tail. I can be like, oh, I can do that on my course. I can go make a metal tail, or I can go make feet that turn into flames. Things like that. It's good. It all goes alongside really well. I was meeting loads of models who had like all these degrees and stuff, and they were these gorgeous models who were like doing all these fantastic shoots, and then they had that as well. And I was like, oh, I just got the makeup, and I kind of wanted something else. And I've always been interested in masks and things, so I was like, I'll do that on this course. And I would like to go into mask making afterwards, and I'd love to do the prop stuff, and more hard material masks and stuff, and costume things, which in turn goes alongside well. Because if you have on your CV, oh, I do special effects makeup and fashion makeup, oh, and I can also make a mask and help the costume. A film, I don't know, whoever's hiring for a film would be like, oh, she can do that, and that, and help out with that. So that might be more appealing to someone who just has fashion makeup. Sometimes someone will approach you and be like, I want to work with you, but I don't really know what I want. And I'll be like, oh, I've got this idea. That'll go really well with your work. And it ends up being this weird collaboration, which ends up being amazing. And so at the moment, I'm really, really trying to not hold back. Like I always feel like I'm holding back because I play it safe, because people who go, I want alternative makeup, I'll do like a very general alternative makeup you'll probably find on like the cover of Front, or or in some just goth catalogue magazine, something like that. I usually do that sort of thing, but which is boring. And so so now I'm kind of, anytime I organise a shoot, it's gonna be like prosthetics, it's gonna be or something creative, or something that involves some of the props or costume stuff I make at the moment. It's going to be a bit more. So hopefully I'm going to build up, because I'm still a spring chick, so I've got a long way to go anyway. So weekdays, uni and props and things. Weekends is shooting, and anything that I can fit in between is usually sleep or like housework. So I haven't really got time for anything else. What I do is so much fun, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow we are working with 2 models called Tiff and Jenna. My idea was bringing some of the masks along to incorporate some mask stuff I've been doing recently and makeup stuff I've been trying to develop recently. But because I do a lot of horror fashion-y stuff, I wanted to do at least one of those and then try something really colourful, because I'm always really scared of doing colourful stuff because I'm not confident with it. Tomorrow we're going to have one which is going to be sort of blacks with some white cracks on it, and some really sort of smoky, sort of very contrasted dark tones, whereas the other one's going to be a bit more to do with using stencils, like repetitive like patterns everywhere, but like really colourful, and have this sort of clown-esque sort of carnival mask on.
Oh, cool.
And just have some really softer tones but way more colourful than the other one. I think that if you don't practice the harder stuff, or the stuff you're not confident with, then you'll never progress in that area. So tomorrow I want to do something colourful, because I think if we can do it right, then it'll look really cool. It is important to keep a relationship with people that you want to work with, because I think that no matter how good someone is, if they have a very bad impression, or if they end up being quite rude after a shoot, or just things like that, or like you try and keep in contact with them and then they don't say anything back to you, it's a bit like, well, why do you want to work with them again? How would you know unless you at least emailed them? One person I always want to work with, I email them once a month just because I want to work with them so bad. And they're always like, so we haven't got anything on, anything on. But now it's gotten to the point where I'm like, hi, Alice checking in again. Got anything for me? Hi Alice, no, sorry. Okay.
So it's important to be persistent.
Yeah, because at least they remember you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, even if it is just that annoying, bizarre girl who just keeps emailing us, they still remember you.